Hey there, sexy. Are you looking for a classically inspired point-and-click adventure game series? Sounds like you're looking for a ride, Rebels. A game that adapts the life and works of famous figures throughout history by combining their real works with fantasy situations and gameplay that takes place in dreamlike scenarios. You can kickstart it today at the address you see on the screen. The release date is set for October 10th, 2019, and will be available on the Apple Store, Google Play, itch.io, GameJolt, and Steam.
Really wanted to yell Duval.
We had 6 minutes. 6 minutes to talk. And right before we start, you want to share a story about fucking Jumanji?
Yeah, it's a video game.
What the fuck, Brad? Like, you had 6 whole minutes. We all sat in silence. No joke. 3 seconds before we start. Oh, hey, by the way, real quick before we start, I was watching Jumanji, and fuck, Brandon. Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hello. Welcome to Downright Fears Gaming, the only podcast that works on Christmas Eve. My name is Josh Asensio. With me is
Brandon Akers.
And
Tristan Haynes.
Hello, and happy holidays. Dave Brown, what's going on, buddy? Says, what's up, DRF? And that's it. That's all we have in the
we're
chat.
just spending Christmas Eve together.
Yeah, just hanging out. I'm about to make a 3-hour drive down to South Florida as soon as this ends. But before I do that, we should go into... Are we going to do it, guys?
Let's do it.
All right.
That was your Christmas present.
There's no fierce news.
No.
I didn't write any fierce news.
Hey, don't worry about it.
I just here's the thing. It's Christmas Eve, and I didn't feel like it.
And there's stuff that happened.
It's just Kristan says, "What's up, hookers? What's up, Kristan?"
Donnie.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel like writing fierce news, so I didn't. But we do have a lot of content to go over, and also, I mean, it's the week of Christmas. I doubt there was much news. Don't tell me, because I don't want to find out.
I mean, things came out. Things are coming out.
Well, PUBG
Things are going to come out.
PUBG came out.
Yeah.
We can talk about that for a second.
Sure.
Have you played it yet, Tristan?
I started it, but I haven't played around yet.
It's a lot of fun. The vaulting, like, it completely changed the game. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Well, that was fierce news.
Cool.
Let's move on to a segment that I kind of said that we were going to do weeks ago, and then we didn't do it weeks ago, and then we kept skipping it. So we're going to come back to it. It is GamePro's December 1997 issue. We're going to go over the holiday shopping guide and what it was like in 1997 if you were a gamer. So, oh my God. Oh, there is fierce news. Tristan in chat goes, "This just in, I'm getting an Xbox One tomorrow."
Are you getting the Xbox One X?
Yeah, that and why?
Yeah.
That
Well,
and
he doesn't
why?
have a PC.
Okay, but why?
Those exclusive titles,
But he has
bro.
a PS4.
Those exclusive titles, bro.
But which?
Gears of War.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, Gears of War.
Yeah, but I mean, again, he doesn't have a PC, so...
I mean, this is the one guy that was the loudest when it came to, like...
Fuck Microsoft?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, second in command.
And it looks like he is getting the S, so I mean, it's going to be cheap. It's why not? I get it. It's fine. But let's pretend it's 1997. The Xbox One X hasn't come out yet. It is... this is the day of PlayStation. I went over their holiday shopping guide. They said the best action/adventure games would be GoldenEye 007.
Yep.
And I was going to say, chime in, if you agree or disagree with any of these. Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Still a good game.
That should be up there. It still is?
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
It's blast.
Like ever.
Oh, you should. Like
I should?
Twice.
Like
Go
right
back.
now?
Right now.
Like right now? Okay.
Oh, before you drive down to
Good seeing you guys.
Miami, you should definitely do that.
Nightmare Creatures. That was one that we showed the video for last month.
Yeah, I remember that game.
The one that looked like Dead Souls, Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's like the original Dark Souls. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, Resident Evil Director's Cut. That's not one game. That's two.
No, yeah,
I don't know why I read it like that.
Oddworld just got re-released on PlayStation Network for free last month or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
right. That's right.
I tried picking it up and playing it again.
Well, it's not a re-release. It's the HD version that came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you play that?
No.
I picked up as a...
It's dated.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. Like, games like that, like, I mean, a lot of these games, like, okay, so GoldenEye 007. Actually, I don't know why I didn't stop on GoldenEye 007. I have so many things I want to say.
Because, I mean,
about it.
everybody's already said everything there is to say about GoldenEye 007.
Well, that kind of lends to, the whole Abe's Odyssey thing. When that game came out, that game was fucking awesome to me. I mean, that was like next gen graphics. It was just a beautiful game, and it was challenging, and it was fun. And that's how I feel about GoldenEye back then. And then you play games like those today, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, that's not that fun of a game.
Yeah, no, that game's garbage now.
Now, that's the thing though. Like once you have all these other games to compare it to, like you can't go back. Like once you have Call of Duty, you can't go back to GoldenEye. That's silly.
Yeah.
That's just nonsense.
I mean, Nintendo tried. It failed. It was on the Wii.
God. Did you play that?
No.
It was awful.
I didn't want to.
It was so bad. I don't know how they could have made it bad too. All you need to do is just update the graphics and the mechanics.
That's what they didn't do.
Okay.
I mean,
Good point. Good point. So another game that they recommend you buy in 1997 is, did I say Mortal Kombat? I did not. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. So
I remember that game.
that was the one with the live CGI, not the live CGI, but the live CG cutscenes.
that was the one that was like the adventure fighting style.
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
That
like
game
they had
blew.
they had live cutscenes with live actors, and it was even cheesier than the movies.
Or the TV show.
I did not know there was a TV show.
Oh my god, watch it. There's like half a season.
When did that come out?
2005, 7,
Fuck me
9.
sideways. I had no idea.
I don't think we have time yet to go to Miami.
Okay. But no, I mean, how did you guys feel about that? Because again, I think that's one of those games where even back then I was kind of like, this is fun because I love Mortal Kombat, but
And it was not good.
no.
They were right on two things. Marketing Sub-Zero because that was the most popular character at the time.
He had the easiest. Well, actually, no, Liu Kang had
Yeah,
the easiest,
yeah.
but
he had the coolest.
Whoa!
Anyway, so
We even whoaed at the same time. That was sexy. So you were saying?
wait a moment. No, I mean marketing-wise, it was perfect. It definitely got on the list for best things to buy at the time, but gameplay blew.
That's true.
It was really difficult compared to actual fighting games at the time.
Well, they tried to blend the whole action and Mortal Kombat mechanics because that you have to also remember back then Mortal Kombat was the biggest game to ever come out ever. It was bigger than Mario.
It was
No,
huge-
and maybe not bigger
no.
than Mario. It was more pop. I would say it's more
Americanized.
It was it was America's answer to Mario. Like it was insanely popular. It was getting all kinds of press. You know, I mean, so was Mario. So it was the biggest thing since Mario. How about that? It was the biggest thing since Mario, and they were just trying to milk it for everything they could. But I don't know how you can't look at that. Even back then, be like, "Wow, this looks so bad." Like none of this is believable. I don't know. The next one is Resident Evil. That was available on Saturn. I don't know what the difference is between the director's cut and that one, but Duke Nukem 3D. That was the Saturn release also. Doom 64, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Now, I don't even remember this being a thing.
I really don't either. I remember
Lost World
the Jurassic Park on Super Nintendo. That was a challenge.
Yeah, that was like a platformer. I don't know. No, this was like PlayStation.
I think that was the one where your health meter was a heart tattoo on your chest and you were a woman. So
I feel like you're making this up
No,
right now.
that was a real
That's
thing.
legit.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Intriguing. No.
And do they ever explain it? Is it just like
It's there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
if I get a tattoo on my of a heart on my body, will it start disappearing if I get sick?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, see, things I don't know. Okay, well, now that makes sense. Next one is Tim Crisis.
Oh, wow.
Tim Crisis.
You mean
Tim Crisis.
Oh, okay.
I stand by that. Tim Crisis,
Do you?
where Tim is running around, like, oh God, my life, and I'm gonna buy a Porsche.
Yeah, he's a middle manager. He's having a tough time.
Oh no! Time Crisis. That game, back when it came out, was my favorite shooter ever. I mean, I poured so much money in the arcades, and
I was going to say I only remember it in the arcades. Why was it the top one to buy?
because it also came out for PlayStation and Saturn
Oh,
with the light gun. And did I have it? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. But that game, I mean, just the fact that you could like shoot their arm and they go, ugh, and they move to the right or the left. I thought that was so cool. I don't know, it was so cool. I like shooting people and they react appropriately.
The newer versions have 2 pedals now. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so you can switch the angle that you're looking at.
Have you seen those arcade games where you physically move your body? Like the shooter where you physically move your body and you have to hide behind stuff and then you pop out. Like you actually have to stand up, you know, let yourself stand up and shoot like that. It is amazing. You can even like take your hand above and like shoot over your head like that because it just tracks your movements. It's the coolest thing ever.
Okay.
I want to get that for my
see
house
this.
because I feel like it'd be the greatest.
You have
thing.
VR. That's
Yeah, it's
That is
called the
true.
Vive.
Actually, VR, I could do that in Super Hot.
Yeah.
That is exactly what Super Hot is.
That is super hot.
You have that game.
Hey.
And I do use it for a workout, so hey. Okay. Next one is Hexen 64. That's one of those games that just completely I missed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never played
I have
it.
no idea what it is.
No?
Nope.
Nope.
I think it's an RPG. Anyways, finally, Treasures of the Deep. That's the last one. Another,
Don't know what that is either.
Yeah, I have no idea. Best fighting games, they said Street Fighter EX Plus. I don't know.
Over Mortal Kombat?
Well, they have the Mortal Kombat trilogy at number 9. Number 2 is Soul Blade, and then Fighters Megamix, Mace: The Dark Age. Isn't that's like a dungeon crawler, isn't it?
I want to say yes, only
Like-
because
like
that's...
Go-
I
like
remember
Golden-
something like that.
You're thinking like Golden Axe or something?
No, not Golden Axe. What was the
Gauntlet?
D&D? Gauntlet. That's
Gauntlet.
it. Gauntlet.
How's that not on that list? Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
That would probably be. Well, no, that game's too. That game's too new. That came out for the 360.
No, it
Xbox?
originally came out on
Xbox.
There was one on the N64.
Yeah, the N64, because it had the Jester, which was the best character in the game because you could walk around and throw bombs all day.
Maybe it didn't come out yet. I don't know. Because it was a well-reviewed game.
Yeah.
WCW versus NWO World Tour and WCW versus the World. They recommend you get both of them. Dynasty Warriors,
fun, actually.
Street Fighter Collection, and Mortal Kombat Trilogy. And then moving on to the best action and adventure games, Diddy Kong Racing.
That game's awesome.
So here's the weird thing. That's action adventure. I completely forgot there was a story, that there was a campaign in that.
Wait,
Do you remember that?
no.
Yeah. There was like
remember
a
much
hub
of it.
world.
I mean, I remember seeing the commercials, but I never played it.
Oh, you never played it? Okay. But did you play it?
Yeah,
You
it was
remember
good.
that there was like a hub world and you
Yeah.
could like do the... I completely forgot about that. That was the coolest thing ever. I never owned it, but my dentist had it. So
Coolest dentist ever. I remember you telling me a story about this.
yeah, like that's how I played Pod Racer, and that's how I played Diddy Kong Racing, and I was so excited to go to the dentist because I could play N64 games that I didn't have, and yeah, it was cool. Star Fox 64, which was the first N64 game along with Mario that I owned. And I talked about that one too, so I guess I have nothing
Two good
interesting to
ones.
share.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
It was a good game.
Mega Man X4,
I did like the Mega Man X series.
good talk.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Herc's Adventures.
Who?
Don't know that one.
That's Herc, man.
Oh, Herc. Okay.
Wait, doesn't he walk around with the thing doing that adventure?
Actually, hold on. I think
he's-
isn't. Hold on. Wasn't there a Hercules like TV show video game?
I mean, there's
the movie.
TV show.
Subscribe.
I don't think we got
I don't
the
think
scrub
he's
today.
there. I feel like there was a Hercules like with Kevin Sorbo. You know?
Yeah, there was a
Like,
show, but I didn't
there was
know
a
there was a
show,
game, yeah.
and I feel like there was a game, and that might be it. I don't know. Blast Core, which for the longest time when I was a kid, I was calling it Blast Corpse, and nobody corrected me.
Okay.
It's kind of like the. Actually, if I already shared this on here, stop me. But this happened 3 years ago, I think. I was hosting trivia, and the answer. So I go, and then the answer is Illinois, and somebody shouts out, "It's what now?" I go, "Illinois." What was that? Illinois. Oh my God, I've been saying it wrong, haven't I? I've been saying it wrong my entire life. Nobody ever corrected me. Ever.
I was gonna let you finish that one. I thought that somebody was
was
gonna
it.
correct you.
No. They finally corrected me
real
because they
quick,
just made me repeat it over and over.
Can you say it correctly now?
Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Now I know. But then it's one of those things too, where like I'll see Euro, like
Yeah.
GYRO, and in my mind I still hear gyro. Like I'm looking,
a
I'm like
gyro?
that says gyro or gyro or whatever, but I don't know. Mega Man 8. That's a game.
Wait, how did Mega Man 8 come in? And
Adventure.
We went.
Action adventure.
But Mega Man X4.
Yeah.
What about all the other Mega Man X's?
I don't. Apparently that one. I've never played a Mega Man game after 1.
Wait, what?
I know. And then I played 10. I think.
You
And I'm
need
probably
to
going to play 11.
I haven't played any of
That's
them.
it. You haven't played any of them? I don't know. It was too hard. Like I tried it. I'm like, this is
It's
really
not
difficult.
Mega Man 10. It's Mega Man X.
What?
There's there's no Mega Man 10. It's Mega Man X.
Well, there's Mega Man 10 because we're getting a Mega Man 11.
Oh yeah, we're getting Mega Man 11, but we got Mega Man X, X1, X2, or X,
There was-
X2, X3,
that-
X4.
We got 10,
Nope, it's called X. It's Mega Man X.
but that's a Roman numeral for 10.
You know, Just
like
because
10-1,
Apple
10-2,
doesn't understand
10-3,
the difference
10-4.
between an X and a 10 and skip a 9 doesn't mean Mega Man.
Wait, there was no 10?
There is no 10.
Hold on. How sure are you of that?
Double pizza bet?
No. I didn't know. I had no idea. Next, moving
definitely
on.
not Mega Man 10. It's Mega Man X.
Moving on to the best PC games. Number 1, of course, the greatest game ever to come out that time, Diablo.
Chris doesn't think I'm right.
Diablo is amazing.
Diablo is amazing.
Chris says I don't think that's true.
Chris is wrong.
I don't know. I feel like
okay.
Chris, you have access to the internet. Why don't you look that up for us? Because I feel like there's the 10. Yeah, Diablo. I freaking dude that game. Like, go. What was it the guy says? Come here, I'll tell you a story. Or what was it?
Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while, listen. I just have that burned into my memory. And then Dave Brown says X is a different series. So.
Ooh.
Still saying there's no 10.
I feel like, if X is a different series, then there would be a 10.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
It's all right.
Okay.
I'm around.
I should have I should have maybe taken that pizza bet. I'm not going to.
Should have.
I'm not going to, but
Okay.
because then you'd owe me 3 pizzas.
No, I think we're neutral because
No. We're
Battletoads.
Mega Man is not 10. Wait, it's not 10 and there is a 10. Oh, Mega Man X is not 10 and there is a 10.
Well, damn.
Fuck, I should have. God damn it. I knew I should have. Son of a bitch. You would have owed me 3 pizzas. There was another one. We were just talking about this the other day. It was that, oh God, what was it? It was that you did something and then.
All right, Dave, we get it. There's a 10. Quit rubbing it in my face.
And then you owed me a pizza. That's exactly how it went. Jedi Knight,
Sure.
Dark Forces 2, MDK, that was another one that I missed. Completely missed that one. Interstate 76, don't know what that is. Hexen 2, didn't know about the other one. Dungeon Keeper, that was one I really wanted to play, but I never got. Do you guys play that one?
Played it a little
Dungeon
bit,
Keeper,
but
no?
not much.
Nope, but I have played the next one.
Ultimate Online?
Played it for the longest time.
I played
that instead of EverQuest.
I played that for the shortest amount of time I've ever played a video game.
Really?
I popped in, I killed somebody, a guard killed me, and then I stopped playing. Oh, sorry, I tried to kill somebody, a guard killed me, I stopped playing. Yeah. Because that was the MMO, right?
It's the MMO.
So and then if you attack somebody, the guard's going to be like, meow, 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 and they're going to hit you and kill you. That's what happened to me. I'm like, oh, well, this game's stupid. I stopped playing. That was my entire experience with Ultima. And then finally, Shadow Warrior, which they made that remake recently, right? Am I remembering that
I don't know if it's a
correctly?
remake so much as like another game in it, but
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
That was they had that one for free.
Yeah.
Too, for a little while. I got that one for free. Best RPGs, there weren't too many. There's only 3. It was Final Fantasy VII, Ogre Battle Limited Edition, The March of the Black Queen, and Shining, The Holy Ark.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I gave up 7?
Yeah,
I
you
gave up
said that
Fantasy
you
VII.
said it was
I
too
can't.
dated and you can't play it. And
I can't. And I'm really sad by that fact because I really wanted to give it a shot. But lately, I've been giving up on games a lot easier because I don't want to be tied down to a game. So, like, I gave up on Evil Within.
that's sad.
Like,
That was actually really fun.
it was good for a while, and then I lost interest, and I wanted it to be over, and so I'm playing this game. I'm like, God, I want this experience to be done so I can move on to the second one, and I eventually just went, no, I don't want to be tied down to a video game I'm not enjoying, so I stopped. I did that with Final Fantasy VII too.
It's one thing about a video game. It's not a relationship. You can walk away from it.
Actually, I walked away from my last game console. Now it's my Xbox.
That's your Xbox.
Hey,
Bringing back the dad jokes.
yeah. And then
save those.
And then they have a list for the Do Not Open Ever list, which is weird because how would you wouldn't know what you got if you didn't open it.
Just don't open it.
But how would you know
Don't
not to
open
open it? How would you know to not open it?
I mean, so you can open
What if
the
it's
package,
Diddy Kong Racing?
but you can't. You can
Well,
open.
don't-
You can unwrap it, but you can't open the package.
Open the thing, but
Yeah,
then don't open the case so that way you can return it.
And the reason behind it isn't because you want to return it. It's probably because it's going to be worth a lot more money.
Yeah.
Because it was that awesome.
Yeah, like the very
of a
first
game.
one especially.
Yeah, like
especially
Play
the very
Fighter
first one. That was-
63 and a third.
That was
Yeah.
probably the best fighting game for the Nintendo
Yeah.
64.
And the Crow of the City of Angels.
The City
That
of
was a good one.
That one also I know too, but I loved Clay Fighter as a kid. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, Cluck You was like the voodoo man. You threw the chicken
Good
across. You got
Lord.
to say Cluck You. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
There are
And you
actually
both-
very expensive carts of Clay Fighter. I think
Wait.
it's like the Blockbuster only version or something. It's super rare, so you can make a lot of money.
Do you like it too?
I mean, I played it
But do you
when I was a
enjoy
kid.
it?
I mean, when I
I feel like I'm onto something here.
yeah,
Say you like it.
I like it.
Say you... Both of you hate Mario Party, and both of you think that Clay Fighter, the 63 and a third, are the greatest game. Is the greatest game.
Did I
ever
say
made.
that?
That's
No,
exactly what.
I said it was the greatest
Scribe, did he not
fighting
just
game.
say that? Those are the words that just came out of your mouth. You said it is the greatest game ever. I will fight it until the day I die. Clay Fighter 63 and a third. I'm going to get tattooed on my neck so people know that I don't fuck around.
So I'm pretty sure the words were Clay Fighter 63 and 1/3 is the best fighting game on the Nintendo 64.
That's
what
Mortal
was
Kombat
what I
Trilogy.
said.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat game. Whoa, that was such a hard game to play though on the 64. And then no, Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers is a different type of fighting game in my opinion.
But it's a fighting game.
It's a platform brawler. There's a difference.
Oh,
No,
don't
that one's on
give
the-
me that
on the
shit.
Wii.
Don't give me that
The
shit.
Brawler's on the Wii.
You're right.
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay, so it's a
Yeah.
melee. It's a platform melee.
Nope, that one's on the GameCube.
It is a fighter. I don't have the brain capacity right now to argue with you, but it's a fighter.
Well,
God damn it.
It's not a fighter, and the reason why is because you're not knocking someone out in the sense of rendering them useless on the map. You are literally knocking them off the map.
Did you have Soul Calibur?
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
You
if
have the
only-
option of doing that on Soul Calibur.
So it's Soul Calibur is a platform optional.
Yes, yes, it is.
Fighter platformer.
That is a fighting platform optional.
That's under the Wikipedia. That's exactly what it says.
Fighting optional platformer. That's what they call it.
This is the content I was looking for. With this whole list, this is exactly the content.
Hey, we'll get there.
We've
We'll
just
do it
been
all day.
blasting through. Like,
best
oh, this
games.
isn't interesting. This isn't interesting.
No,
Shadow
why didn't
Warrior.
we just go to this? I'll defend
I
it all
don't
day.
know. I should have written the fucking news. We're gonna have plenty of time to talk about what we've been playing at least. Moving on, Fantastic Four, Dragon Ball GT, Monster Rancher, NFL Full Contact.
Monster Rancher was also a fun game.
I never played it, so.
So Monster Rancher was a really cool, unique concept for the PlayStation. You could actually stop the game when you got to certain points, open the PlayStation up, and
Oh,
put
yeah,
other games
and
in or
then-
DVDs and stuff like that. It would read the disc and give you different monsters for
Yeah.
each one.
That
Weird Al
was pretty
actually, the Weird Al I'm Bad album, or I'm Fat album, gave you one of the rarest ones
Wow.
and was actually really powerful. He actually participated in that.
That's cool.
Unless I'm completely wrong in making that fact up.
You
But
might
I
be.
remember for a fact
Sounds
using the
legitimate.
disc.
Yeah.
So,
Too legit, actually.
too legit to quit?
Hey. And then Rush Hour, Sentient, Swagman,
Yes, that sounds amazing.
That sounds
I've
fun.
never heard of it, but Jesus.
VMX
like-
Racing, and War Gods. So there's another thing too. I was gonna cover one of the hype things I was trying to do with the December issue was that I was gonna talk about the interview with Hideo Kojima. Because like, oh, and there's an interview with a game developer, Hideo Kojima, and then I
Kinda mumbled
probably
over that one.
I should have read it. I should have read the interview because it is not interesting
Oh,
at all. Like nothing about that was interesting. I was looking for like little facts where it's like, oh yeah, you know, like I got inspired by I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking was gonna happen, but I thought they were gonna talk about him like he was a nobody, and they're like, no, you're like we're super hype about your game. What is it? Oh, it's a spy game. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm
something
using
to do with the
3D
cardboard box?
3D graphics. Oh, awesome, and shootings and whatever. Like that's it. That's that was boring. So I'm sorry about that. What was interesting?
Good thing you covered it anyway.
What was interesting is a preview of an upcoming game called Half-Life.
Oh, what's that about?
Yeah. Well, it says Half-Life gives a creative and intriguing new twist to the standard first-person humans versus aliens scenario. You have to escape from the top secret underground lab where you work, dodging and destroying aliens on your way to the surface where the government is battling the otherworldly menace full on. I don't know why I read it like that. Problem is, once you get there, the feds want to splatter you as well to protect the experiment's secrets. Sierra promises, and I totally forgot that Sierra was behind that. Sierra promises revolutionary AI for Half-Life, like monsters that not only know better than to go on suicide runs, but actually talk amongst themselves, band together, and attack as a unit. Now, if this was a higher production podcast, it would cut to them just going on suicide. Making the little sounds as they're jumping towards you, like like that didn't happen. So,
So a game called Half-Life is coming out.
Yeah.
But not Half-Life 3.
Not Half-Life 3.
No, I think it's not good enough to get a third.
So,
I mean...
So let me finish. So they say throw in a high polygon count and fancy effects like colored lighting and translucency without
Like
3D
explosions,
acceleration.
Well,
And Half-Life has the potential to deliver a very full experience.
Oh. Wait, is it half full?
Oh.
Is that a standard?
I legit almost cut to commercial just because that was so bad. But
That'd have been good. That'd have been perfect timing. You missed out on the opportunity.
You know what, though?
Plug that commercial.
Here's the thing. Here's a great that is a fantastic segue because I'm going to read something. They wrote a song to Jingle Bells,
I like
to
it.
the tune of Jingle Bells, that is incredibly cringeworthy, kind of like your joke, and I'm going to do it for you guys. Dashing through the store to grab a game like Mace,
Ding ding.
tripping on a 64.
Ching, ching.
Want to see Lara Croft in lace? Ho ho ho!
Ho ho ho.
Look,
wow.
how fucked up is that? They said ho ho ho. Like I wrote that
Nice.
down. Like that's so wow.
I mean, they're probably doing ho 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 for
no.
like the Santa Claus thing.
No.
Definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
Well,
come
I
on.
mean, no, okay, yes,
No, they're not at all.
No,
That-
it is the Santa Claus thing, but they put that there because it's a double entendre. And you already knew that. You're just fucking with me.
What are you talking about?
Sonic grabs gold rings.
Ching.
Madden sacks your ass.
Dude.
Only buy Clay Fighter if you want some laughs. Ha ha ha.
See, 'cause it's a
GamePro
hilarious
rules,
game.
GamePro rules. Get your best tips here. Scary Larry's living large and Johnny ball game shows no fear. See, that's
too many.
That's way too many syllables. Hey, GamePro rules, GamePro rules. It's gaming at its best. Major Mike goes gung ho, and Rookie's so cold fresh. Hey, I don't understand any of these references. And with that, we go to a commercial.
Hi, I'd like to kickstart Rye Reveries.
Oh yeah, baby. In our first venture, we will showcase the master of the macabre, Mr. Edgar Allan Poe. The game will feature 13 of his stories and poems connected by an overarching narrative where your decisions affect how events unfold within the game. Okay. Good. I
feel so embarrassed.
I was waiting for you to say something. So we're going to move on now. Go back to the future. Whoa. That actually came out like naturally. I wasn't trying to do like we're going to go back to like the now and this future. We're going to talk about 2017's games of the year, starting with the best shooter.
Okay.
So I have basically what I did is I just stole these nominees from IGN.
Okay.
So if you guys actually you can look at it. Whatever.
I mean,
if you guys feel like one is missing from here and you want to add it, let me know, and we'll just figure out which game is game of the year with each of these categories.
Okay.
Obviously, this doesn't reflect the opinion of everybody on Downright Fierce because I'm sure we're going to come to some decisions that are not going to be very popular. At least with our, different castmates. So the first one is Call of Duty. So this is for best shooter: Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Prey, Splatoon 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Strafe, Superhot VR, and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. So I figured let's just narrow down. So I think we can get rid of. Let's get rid of Strafe.
never heard of
I
it.
heard really
Sounds
good things about it, but I haven't had a chance to play it.
So it's an homage to like old like Duke Nukem style games.
Yeah.
And it was just like really like good.
It's like a roguelike.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But I want to get rid of it.
Let's get rid of it.
Okay, if we're getting rid of it.
Let's also get rid of Star Wars.
Star Wars? Okay.
I mean, it's supposed to be beautiful, but I mean,
I'll give you that.
the game tanked.
Splatoon 2. I feel like if you're not shooting other people, it's not really a shooter.
You're shooting other people.
Yeah,
I thought you were splatting
you're doing both.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
a combination.
Okay.
It's actually a really fun game. When you finally get your Switch, you should try it out.
Who knows? I might get it for Christmas.
Ooh.
I dropped a lot of hints with a
Tomorrow
lot of people.
Hey guys, in case you don't know, Josh really wants a Switch for Christmas.
I actually do. I finally do.
He doesn't want to buy it, but he really wants to
No,
play
I don't
it.
want to buy it yet.
But he got a 1080.
I did get a 1080. It's so awesome. It's so good. So World War II, I didn't play. Did you guys play that one?
No.
Nope.
All right, so
I'm more or less done with Call of Duty, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Destiny 2,
Same situation
Here's
as
the
Destiny
thing:
1.
if it's purely shooting,
just shooting.
that is a very good shooter. Bungie knows how to make a shooting game.
Okay.
Everything in the rest of the package is garbage.
We'll
but
consider
it is
that.
fun to play.
We'll consider that. We'll leave it on there. We'll consider that. So Super Hot VR. I'm gonna take it off, even though I don't want to, because it's like one of the best fucking games ever. I will say that it's less of a shooter, more of a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it's more of a puzzle game for sure.
Yeah. Now,
I honestly think Prey should also fall in that one.
Prey was it
It's
was
a
good
good
for story.
game.
It was good for story. It wasn't good shooting. Actually, it was terrible shooting. Actually, now that I think about it,
It was
some
a
of the
terrible
worst shooting.
game.
Fuck you. It was a great game, but it was just bad shooting
Oh,
mechanics.
I thought we were going to say the same thing again at the same time.
Okay, PUBG. I want to leave. That's my contender. That is my contender for number one shooter.
It's
No.
because it's your favorite game at the moment.
I don't think so.
I mean, honestly, it's a unique, or it was a unique style game, but the mechanics behind it does not make it the best possible.
Well, no, but
Oh, no,
that's
I'm coming in quickly. I'm getting a lot of
no.
movement.
I don't worry about that. If it wasn't so, if the mechanics were so bad, then why was it the most popular game of like ever right now?
Streamers.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is fun, but
I mean, if it was just fun to
performance?
watch, if
I
it was
mean-
just fun to watch, then people would just watch it. But people are playing it. It had the most concurrent like players of all time. Like it's a huge, massive shooter.
And Overwatch, but Overwatch was the year before. Overwatch is
true.
still currently a top played game over PUBG, so it's not.
No,
really-
not over PUBG.
Oh yeah, over PUBG.
I don't know about
That one I'll give you a pizza bet over very comfortably. Do you want a pizza bet over that?
PC only, or
No.
all consoles?
Oh yeah, across the board.
Okay.
Are you talking about currently or
concurrent
at its
players?
height?
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
Either way, I
As
think
of 2017, not month to date, but overall total.
So you
ratings for
think
the
more
entire year.
people played Overwatch this year than PUBG?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start writing these
Write-
down.
write
by
this
the
one
way.
down, write
I'm just gonna start writing these right. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the episode notes. Okay, so Brian. Brandon says
Overwatch,
Brandon
2017
versus Josh.
total users.
Brandon, more users for Overwatch across the board. I'll give you that.
Yep. Because PUBG's on multiple platforms now.
Oh, you want to give even PUBG that? Yeah, if you want to give PUBG that a little bit more, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've heard
cool.
the Xbox version is pretty bad.
It's god. I
No,
heard it's
they're
so
literally
terrible.
giving it away free when you buy the Xbox
Yeah.
One X now.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
that's why Chris got his Xbox.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, 'cause
finally
we
wanted
know
to
how
join.
much we know how much he
He loves
that.
first-person shooters.
No, how much he loves PUBG. Okay, so more users for Overwatch across the board than PUBG
Yep.
in 2017.
Yeah, I'll be nice
Okay,
in
so
2017. We'll
More
Google it
users
right
for
after.
Overwatch across the board than PUBG in 2017.
Yep, I agree to the wording. You agree to the wording.
Okay. All right. And notice how Overwatch is in. Oh, I guess it didn't come out in 2017. Never mind. Never mind.
I was like, oh, so yeah.
Okay.
That's what I opened up with.
All right. So what we're left? Okay. So Splatoon. You guys got to decide whether or not Splatoon deserves to be on here because I've never played it.
I mean, what was the other options?
Oh, so we have
Wolfenstein?
Destiny 2,
Wolfenstein?
PUBG, Splatoon 2, and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. Actually, you know what? I feel like we can.
Wasn't there a Battlefield that came out in 2017 as well? Like right in the beginning
No.
of the year, or was it right at the end of 2016?
Oh,
that
Battlefield
came out?
1?
Yeah,
I think that was
2016. Yeah.
it was at the end of 2016. Okay.
So Wolfenstein 2, I say we can take that off just because it was amazing story, but shooting mechanics weren't as solid as Destiny 2 wasn't. I mean, but story, because we are. I mean, I feel like it shouldn't just be shooting mechanics, but a game that embodies the idea of shooter. So actually, maybe it should be.
I
Yeah.
think Wolfenstein takes it.
Well,
The main problem I only had with Wolfenstein was the sound design wasn't great, so a lot of times I was getting snuck up on, and I had no idea where the guys were.
yeah, it was the hit detection too. The hit detection was really bad for me. Like I didn't know where guys were shooting me from. Okay. So then let's pair them up.
Okay.
Wolfenstein versus Splatoon 2. Who wins? Let's vote. For those in favor of Wolfenstein. Those in favor of Splatoon 2.
I'll vote Wolfenstein. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see, I raised my hand. I'm like, Splatoon actually had a lot better mechanics, and
Have you played Wolfenstein 2?
I've only played the demo. Like when it first came out, I
that's
played
fine. Okay. So I feel like we need to save Destiny for last. So Wolfenstein 2 versus PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Who's for Wolfenstein?
I am.
Who's for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds?
Oh, I get to decide. Well, I mean, honestly, I played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
This is the most skewed fucking voting. Are you serious?
Well, no. To be honest, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds was decent, but I didn't enjoy the concept of it. And Wolfenstein.
Wait, did you play it though?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did.
I've
Okay.
played 4 matches. I mean,
four whole matches.
I played equivalent.
4 whole matches. Right. Oh shit!
I know. So I don't think it's fair for me to vote.
All right.
So Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Just to move on.
Okay.
Next. Okay. So now it's Destiny 2 versus Wolfenstein.
For best shooting, best embodiment
Best shooter.
of a
Like
shooter.
it is like when you.
Combat
what is a
hype,
better
Destiny's gonna
game
win.
for
Yeah.
being a shooter?
Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny
All right.
has the better mechanics.
Everything
for it.
else aside, yeah, Destiny.
Okay.
Better shooter.
All right, so moving on to fighting game, we have ARMS, For Honor, Injustice 2, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Nidhogg 2, Pokken Tournament DX, and Tekken 7. I have played 1, 2, 3 of these. I played For Honor, Injustice 2, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
I've played ARMS. Move your hand. Injustice 2, Marvel vs. Capcom, and Tekken 7.
Have you played Pokken?
I'm sorry.
I haven't
Tekken
played
7.
Okay,
any.
so we got to get rid of Pokken because none of us have played it. Which one do you guys think could be? I think Nidhogg can be removed, even though it was really good.
I'm honestly going to say ARMS can be removed because it's a great game. I know, you're really
You
excited.
can't take away our arms. Huh?
Look, they're already gone.
Second
we have the
Amendment.
right to bear arms.
I mean, ARMS was a fun game, but it's not as fast reflexing. I mean,
What do you say?
it's a
I'm
fun,
fine-
fun
I'm fine
play
with
style
that.
mechanic.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. I don't like Injustice 2. I didn't like the series, but I understand people who do. So if you guys, unless anybody agrees with me.
Honestly, I like Injustice 2 over For Honor.
No, For Honor's so good though.
It was good for a short period of time, and then people stopped playing it.
Have you played it?
I played it when it first came out.
Yeah, same here. I mean, it was freaking amazing. I mean, the battle mechanics were just it was innovative. It was a new
You're right.
style of fighting. It was almost like a new
so
game.
was ARMS, and then, I mean...
Yeah, but For Honor, the mechanics were solid. Like, I mean, I guess ARMS was too, but
Yeah,
okay. So we can fight for those. Tekken 7. Anybody play that?
I did.
No, but I heard good things about it.
It's
Yeah.
Should it stay up there?
It should definitely stay up there.
Okay.
It should fight against Marvel, to be honest with you.
And then it's okay. So Tekken 7 versus Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. I'd say Tekken 7 probably won. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
barely, but
Okay.
yeah.
Tekken 7 versus
Screw it. We'll go
Injustice 2. No, let's say Injustice 2 because it's the same
that's
style.
fine. And Tekken 7 would definitely beat it.
Yeah.
Like, Injustice has a lot of awesome things that they're bringing to it, but
Okay. So For Honor versus Tekken 7. So the argument is, as far as a fighting game, I mean, here's
It's
the
a
thing.
straight
Yeah,
fighting game.
we've seen Tekken 7. We've seen that fighting style plenty of times, but we have an innovative new fighting system that goes beyond what we could expect from fighting games. So that's why I think For Honor should be best fighting game.
I didn't play either, but I mean, that's a good.
All right,
solid
well, I
argument.
think it's just you and me then. Like,
Yeah. Honestly, I mean-
argue for. Oh, you're not here. We'll try to convince Tristan. How about that?
okay. So
All right, so that's my argument. What's your argument for Tekken 7?
Tekken 7 takes the traditional style fighting, improves it, increases playability, has beautiful graphics, minimal glitches, and it's a series everybody knows and loves. Versus For Honor, which introduced...
I didn't insult Tekken 7. I didn't insult Tekken 7.
I did not insult it. I said it introduces a new fighting style,
Okay.
but it's more of a free-for-all brawler than it is an actual fighter.
So it's like Super Smash Bros.
It's like Super Smash Bros. Yeah, it's a free-for-all
Platform
brawler.
optional, actually,
Platform
because
optional because you can knock people out. So
I mean, I guess.
it's technically not a fighter. It's a platform
Yeah, so
optional.
then there we go. It's Tekken 7.
Boom.
Oh, God damn it. Are you serious?
Well, I mean,
Platform optional wins it, baby.
you said it was
You said it yourself.
God
Platform
damn it. All right, fine. Best platformer, Cuphead, Little Nightmares, Hollow Knight.
Honor.
I put that one on there for you.
Oh wait, no, that was optional.
Sonic Mania and Super Mario Odyssey. So
I
let's
think-
just leave whatever we did with 1 through 4. We have them battle out, and then we probably eventually just give it to Super Mario Odyssey.
I think they left Dead Cells off. Dead Cells was a really
Dead
cool
Cells,
game.
it was on there. I just didn't know what it was.
It's a roguelike. It's a platformer.
Okay, so I put that one back on there.
It. Yeah.
Put Dead Cells up against Little Nightmares.
I would say Dead Cells.
Honestly, yeah, Dead Cells. Little Nightmare was fun, but I think that it was more.
Okay,
it was a different style game.
I played Little Nightmares, but I'll fine take that off. Cuphead versus Dead Cells.
I mean, Cuphead's definitely a more popular game at the moment.
I mean, it's not about popularity though; it's about mechanics. Like what has the best platforming mechanics? I'd say. Again, a game that embodies platforming. By the way, in chat, if you guys want to chip in, your opinions too, like we're listening.
Mario is a platformer.
Yeah. Chris Sand just says Mario.
I think that's where it's gonna go. Yeah.
It's probably
Mario's not a platformer anymore.
Yeah, we're wasting our time.
What?
It's gonna be Super Mario Odyssey.
But
it's just gonna.
Mario Odyssey's not
It's
a
like
platformer.
RPG. It's gonna be Persona 5. It's just gonna be.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Might not.
It totally is. I will fight both of you with my words. It's gonna be Persona 5. It's gonna be Persona 5. Let's just say Super Mario Odyssey.
All right.
Everybody cool with that though? Because we have to agree.
No, I disagree. I think Hollow Knight is better than Super Mario Odyssey.
Does Cuphead beat Super Mario Odyssey?
Yes. Just to be like, honestly,
it doesn't.
no. Super Mario beats Cuphead.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight, the game that you love.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Odyssey, right?
Honestly,
I mean, Super Mario Odyssey got a 10 out of 10. None of these other games got 10 out of 10.
you're not wrong.
I know.
But I don't put Mario. Well, okay, Mario's a platformer, yes, but I don't put Mario as a level of a platformer.
We're not gonna do sub
Platform optional.
It's open world optional.
It's fighter.
It's actually a sandbox now. So
Look, what I'm saying is that we're not going to break these down into sub
sandbox with a
genres.
okay, fine.
platform,
Mario,
yeah.
moving on.
Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid Mario.
God damn it. Best strategy. There's only 3 for this one. Halo Wars 2, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and Total War Warhammer 2. I say Mario plus Rabbids.
I think so.
Hadn't played it, so I wouldn't say it.
Well, that's 2 versus 1. So.
So now we don't all have to agree.
Nope. Well, we did it for Tekken. I said For Honor, and you guys said Tekken. So 2 versus 1. Suck my dick.
All right.
Best RPG. Here we go. So I wanted to say, actually, let me read this list, and I wanted to say something. So for Best RPG, we have Divinity: Original Sin 2, Monster Hunter Stories, Nier Automata. Although I've been hearing Automata. I've been hearing
Automata.
Automata.
It is Automata.
I've been hearing both things. Neo, Persona 5, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, Pyre, South Park: The Fractured But Whole, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So real quick, just want to throw this out there. I think this is both the greatest and worst thing for these games. These are some of the best games to come out
All
ever.
in the same year.
And it's all in the same year. A lot of people have been saying that this is like the best year for gaming, and games like this is
I'd bring it down to 4 instantly.
Well, before we go into that, I think it's unfair because even to, like, let's say Persona 5 didn't come out. There's still so many other games in here that if they came out last year even, I would put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these games as best RPG if they came out last year. 5 of those I would put at number 1 best RPG. And I forgot what won best RPG last year, but I bet they're better than. I bet this one's better.
15?
Probably some Skyrim release.
But I think it was Final Fantasy 15. I would say that
I was going to say I don't think they would be able to beat.
The 5 I would choose, I think, would be better than Final Fantasy 15. Okay, so Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Can we get rid of that?
No,
I heard really good things about it.
no.
Pyre.
Yes, you can.
That's
get rid of
more of a sports game.
Yeah, I agree.
It's an optional platformer.
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon.
That one can go.
Yeah, it's Pokemon.
Monster Hunter Stories.
That one can.
I didn't play Monster Hunter Stories.
That one can go.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
It's
okay.
Divinity, I think, can go only because it doesn't go into the top 4.
Wow.
Doesn't go into the top 4.
Hold on. Do you know anything about Divinity Original Sin 2? Well, what do you know about that game? Did you know that... Okay, Divinity Original Sin 2, it is the truest experience to a D&D game that you can have in a video game. That's why I was, like, incredibly surprised that you just said they could go away that quickly. In fact, it has a level editor, and you can make a D&D campaign in the level editor.
Oh, it's like Neverwinter.
Yeah, but way better. insanely better. The amount of like little tiny details that went in this game, you were able to break it, but in the most beautiful way possible. You can take a final boss and teleport him to like, you know, freaking a cage or whatever, and now you have this boss that is locked in a cage for all eternity. If it's a strong enough cage.
Okay.
Like, that's just, things like that is just really, really cool. That we can't dismiss that one so quickly. I mean, Persona 5's gonna win. That's the thing, guys.
I think we can
Persona
take
5's
Neo
gonna
off
win.
the list.
Yeah, Neo.
Neo, yeah, I agree. Even though it is an RPG, and it is the best Souls game outside of Souls.
No, Bloodborne is the best Souls game outside of Souls.
Agreed.
Is it really outside
Agreed.
of Souls, though? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it is, because not Dark Souls, but I mean, it's the same people. It's like Code Vein. It's just going to be the exact same thing. I don't know. By the way, this is turned into a special. We're going to be at an hour soon. So this is going to be a special episode. Extra length.
She said?
Yep. I hate to say it, but
Ladies.
South Park, The Fractured Butthole, going up against Divinity Original Sin just by itself, it can't compare.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I love that game. Like, again, that is one of those games where if you put it against the games last year, I would have put that number one, but it can't be, at the very least, Divinity. Okay, so you both played Nier.
I'm playing it currently.
You're playing it. I'm about to start playing it after I beat Wolfenstein.
You after you play it, you'll probably change your mind about Persona.
I played the demo, though.
Okay.
And that did not seem like an RPG to me. Explain the RPG-ness of it and why it should be on the RPG list, not the story or game of the year or graphics or anything like that.
Oh, it should
why should it be on the RPG?
both the list, to be honest with you.
No, it is on multiple lists. It is.
Okay.
But it didn't seem very RPG-y. What makes it an RPG?
Get out of the demo and then you'll enjoy it more.
No, I believe you. I'm just asking for more information.
It has a unique fighting style similar to Final Fantasy 15 in a way.
But I mean, do you pick up equipment and then get stabbed?
You pick up different
there's
weapons, you have
lots of
different
different
combos. You have mod chips that affect how your
Are there
Android...
different conversation arcs and stuff?
Yeah, you can
Yes,
choose
you can
whether or not you want to take a
change
quest or
things.
give people a quest
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
So I mean, it's traditional style with.
Well,
flavors.
that was going to be my next question. Is this a new style of RPG, or is this basically... aside from the whole...
It's a new style in the sense of not following the footsteps of Final Fantasy 15, but definitely in that direction, similar to how RPGs kind of are going now.
Yeah.
Did you play Persona 5?
I've not played Persona 5,
All right.
but I've played the previous Personas.
As somebody who has played both,
I don't think I'm far enough into Nier to make that.
because I figure if we could at
Nier
least
has got 10
put that
out
up
of 10s and
against
9.5s out of 10s.
With any of these games to really, I feel like narrow it down, put it up against one of the strongest ones at least.
I think Divinity is the strongest on this list.
Okay, so put
You
Nier
made
against Divinity.
your own defense for it.
Put Nier against Divinity. Do you think that beats it for best RPG?
No.
Okay, I agree.
Okay.
Are you cool with that?
Yep.
I know I steamrolled over you for the for the last one. I do. I want to make sure you are heard. Divinity. Now,
thanks.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've never played. Does you play that one?
I haven't played it yet. I do have it. It's
Would you put that above Nier?
no.
Well, then I mean, I guess by the transitive property. Is that right math? Josh is watching. He can correct me. Yeah. Okay. So now it's Persona 5 versus Divinity Original Sin 2.
Okay, so please tell
I knew this was going to come down to it. I kind of
only because you
coached
kind of
guys,
steamrolled
but
me
yeah,
out
I
of
did
it,
a little bit.
bully, like you bullied out.
Hey! I mean, if you want, you can use Tristan for those purposes too, or you can use me to steamroll over Tristan. I mean, that's a possibility. Sure, totally.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm better at Monopoly than you. Oh shit! Sorry.
It's just because you attacked Nier before you attacked Divinity. That's
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, but I feel like okay.
All right, let's keep going.
So
Tough
Divinity
strategy.
Original Sin 2 versus Persona 5.
all.
Who is for Divinity? Are you for Divinity over
Yes.
Persona? I am for Persona over Divinity. What are you for? Or are you neutral?
I'm going to be neutral in this
Okay.
situation
So,
because
want to present
yeah.
arguments?
I mean, you presented the Divinity
Yeah.
argument with
Everything
in
you
terms
said
of
about
true
customizing.
role-playing game. You get to choose the
Wait,
role you want to play.
But
and-
I'm for Persona though.
yeah, but Persona, your
You're-
role
you're-
is defined in the world.
What?
You're the main character, so
Well, I'm saying as far as like my argument for Persona is the mechanics. The mechanics of Persona are like streamlined and just fast and fluid. It almost feels like a fighting game. It's so good.
So
why'd you take Nier off the
Ben,
list?
you would say that it's not quite an RPG and more of a fighting game.
No. I'm saying it feels like a fighting game. It's absolutely an RPG.
Nier feels
Nier's
much better than Persona did.
What? Not at all. Not in the slightest. It's a completely different game.
And in all honesty, I think Nier probably would have beat Persona if you gave Nier more time to play it.
All right, well, if you feel that way, then... All right, fine. Divinity wins. God damn it. God damn it, you sons of bitches. Best story.
Oh, yeah, the scrub showed up.
What's up, Scribe? That sounds so mean when I say it like that. What's up, bitch? No. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, bud. So,
Merry
best
Christmas,
story.
guys.
Merry Christmas. Divinity Original Sin 2. Doki Doki Literature Club. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, Nier Automata, Night in the Woods, Persona 5, Pyre, Uncharted Lost Legacy, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. So I actually offer Persona 5 for tribute to go away because I don't think the story was the best part of the game.
Yeah, I would agree.
Agree? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I would say Wolfenstein can come off.
What?
It suffers from middle in a trilogy syndrome. So it was a fun game, and it had a decent enough story, but it's not enough.
I mean,
to
I
be the
haven't
best story
finished it, but fuck, dude. I mean, like, it's... Is it because of, like, the
So
ending
now
or something?
he's gonna abandon the game now.
Yeah.
You just made him abandon the game.
No, I know. I'm
I'm
still
not saying
with
the
it.
story's bad. I'm just
still
not
with
saying
it.
that it's best story.
All right, well, I'm fighting for that one. Let's just leave it for a second.
Okay.
Uncharted Lost Legacy. Anybody play that?
I have not.
No.
Okay, let's just get rid of it then.
I'm surprised that Horizon
Chris
is
says
not
Uncharted
on this
for the
list.
win.
Horizon can be. I would like to vote it off, but it can be if you want to put it
I was
on
just
there.
surprised that it wasn't part of their list.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it...
You don't think it should be?
I think it should have at least been mentioned in their list.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that it's a contender for.
Okay. I mean, we
I
could put it
enjoy-
on. I'm voting against it, but we
I
can't.
mean, I don't think it'll win, but it definitely gets an honorable mention in the top 4,
Yeah.
maybe 5.
It's like top 23 games.
Well, I mean, we got 11.
All right, Hellblade,
as best
Senua's
story.
Sacrifice. Anybody play that?
Have not.
No,
No.
Then we just got
Heard good things, but no.
Night in the Woods. Anybody play that?
No.
Nope.
All right.
I like how you present so many.
Oh, I mean, shit. Edith Finch. I played that one. Did you guys play that?
No. I want to.
I have not. I heard a lot of good things
I
about
would
it.
like to take it off. It started getting boring.
Is it a linear story that's really long?
It's the story's really good. I understand why it's on here, but
is it the best story?
I would not call it the best story. I would say Doki Doki's better. Okay, so Pyre versus Horizon. Tristan.
I would say Pyre.
Pyre
I've never
versus
played Pyre, so I would say Horizon.
I've heard better things. Actually, I'm completely against Horizon because Horizon had, of all the amazing things,
Had an amazing background story.
well, of all the amazing, the story concept, the story setting, the setting,
DLC
if
yet?
you will.
I haven't played the DLC yet. I'm really sad about that. But
Everything about that game was awesome except for the story for me. The story did not pull me in. I was not interested at all in that story. I feel like it didn't have enough to pull me in.
So it loses. That's 2 versus 1.
Okay, so Pyre versus Nier Automata.
I don't think I played enough of the story to talk about Nier's story. I'm still on ending A, so...
Again, I know nothing about Pyre, so I can't contend the two. But I would say Nier has a flippin' amazing story.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the fan base would also say that too.
I would probably agree. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Pyre's gone.
Unfortunately, I don't know
Now,
any of the two of the top.
These two. I feel like Actually, no, I don't.
Does
I don't.
Divinity have a great story if it's literally just make an adventure?
Yeah, I think we can get rid of it for that.
Okay.
I mean, I think IGN gave it best story, but whatever. Okay. We got to get Wolfenstein out. Okay, so you're saying Wolfenstein's out?
Yeah, it was a fun story, but I don't think it's best story.
Okay. Doki Doki Literature Club versus Nier Automata. Okay, I haven't played Nier Automata, but Doki Doki Literature Club, that ending, not even just the ending, but you know what I'm talking about, stayed with me for so long. It haunted me after I left it. When I put that game down, I just sat there like, fuck. It stayed with me for the longest time. Do you feel that way about Nier?
Not yet.
I understand you haven't finished it.
From what I've heard of where Nier goes, I don't know where it goes, but just what it becomes, I think Nier probably takes this.
Okay.
You guys are gonna cry,
What?
and it's gonna be beautiful.
I don't think. I mean, Doki was cool, but you had the problems with the setting up, like the visual novel. You skipped through a lot of it.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's the thing too. I skipped over so much, and you know what's funny? I'm getting to read all that stuff again because I'm having Jamie play it, and she's really liking it, and she's not even at that part yet.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Doki Doki's gone. Actually, it's up to you.
Doki's
Up to you. Yeah. Okay. All right. This pen is gonna finally die after being used for. You know why I use this pen?
No idea.
Because I've used it
got it
since
for free from
episode 1.
Oh, okay.
I've used this one since
So Jar Jar
episode 1.
Binks of the podcast.
Yeah. Moving on to best graphics, Assassin's Creed Origins. Have we played that? Has anybody played that?
I've seen it,
No, it looks
but I
nice.
have not
Okay, well, at the
played it.
very
And it
least.
does look beautiful. I mean,
Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Horizon Zero Dawn, Resident Evil 7, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Uncharted Lost Legacy, and Wolfenstein The New Colossus. So I think Resident Evil 7 can go away. Even though it was beautiful, it was gorgeous. I don't think it beats
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I think Horizon Zero Dawn takes it.
I think it's going to take it. So let's just
actually
pit-
going to completely disagree with you guys.
Well, let's pit. Which one do you say?
As much as I love Horizon, and I think Horizon should win, and as much as I hate EA for everything in the world,
Star Wars Battlefront.
oh my god,
Okay.
it looks so fucking beautiful.
I
Star
think
Wars,
that it should. I think it should come down to
But
those two.
I'm not talking about the skin. I'm talking about the way that it looks. Like the environment's beautiful.
I know. So are we all at least in agreement that it should come down to those two?
Sure.
Okay.
Not even close, Chris says.
Okay. So Horizon Zero Dawn. When we say graphics, I think that it's more impressive just because it's not a. I mean, with Star Wars, they can have the graphics look that great because it is a smaller area. But with Horizon, I mean, I mean, it's so beautiful that it has a photo-taking like element to the game. I can remember this one picture I took where I'm hiding behind a tree, and there's one of those little like dog creature things with a light on its head, and part of the light is going on either side of the tree through fog.
Oh. I 1,000% agree that Horizon was like the most beautiful game this year, and then Star Wars came out.
Oh, I shouldn't have pointed. Because I think we almost had him.
I mean, guys, you're not wrong. Horizon is.
It's going to come down
beautiful.
to Tristan. Tristan, it's your vote. Because I agree that it's gorgeous.
I mean, honestly,
but
I love the game Horizon Zero Dawn, and I want to vote for it.
I'm gonna go Horizon. I mean, I didn't play Battlefront myself. I've seen people playing it.
I haven't played it
didn't
either.
wow
I
me.
just
Yeah.
watched a lot.
Same. Yeah, and I agree. I think if you removed any of these games, if you removed Horizon, Battlefront would easily win, and if you remove Battlefront, Horizon would easily win. But I
think
you, as far
I
as
vote for Horizon.
I think as far as like, and maybe we could even factor in just impressiveness. I think that just the overall impressiveness of the world of Horizon, with the graphics and stuff. I think that's why it should top Battlefront, even though on a small level.
I wonder how many subscribers we lost because of this argument.
You get to be excited because that's what Kojima's new game is coming out on that engine. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. And I get to suck his dick through the engine.
Through the engine. Right.
Now let's do Game of the Year.
Oh, cool. There's more than 3 lists.
Yeah. So for Game of the Year, we have Cuphead, Destiny 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Nier Automata, Persona 5, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, Super Mario Odyssey, and Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. So I want to take Cuphead off. Is everybody cool with that?
Yep.
Sure.
Destiny 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Take Wolfenstein off.
No.
Take Wolfenstein off.
For Game of the Year, yeah.
For Game of the Year?
Take Wolfenstein off.
I think it won Game of the Year.
No, it didn't.
No? Did it not? I feel like it did. All right. It's fucking amazing, though. It's
It
so
is.
good.
No, I'm not saying that's bad.
I know. I mean, all these games deserve to be on here, except for Cuphead.
I honestly...
Okay, so
I'll wait.
Divinity Original Sin, I think we could take off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, let's leave that up there. Zelda, leave it up there. Nier, leave it up. Persona 5, leave it. Actually, the rest of these, okay. So,
PUBG can
I don't think PUBG should be
Come
Game of the
oh
Year.
come on,
PUBG can come down. It's still
Game of the Year. I mean, it was a phenomenon.
just because
it was a phenomenon.
Just because it's loved
A phenomenon.
doesn't mean that it's great. Because
phenomenon.
other things were also phenomenon. Yep, that's what you think about the top 3.
I think it goes to Persona.
Honestly,
Ooh, okay, I like that conversation.
I really think that
okay, I would get okay.
Nintendo knocked it out of the park this year.
Here's the thing, real quick, just before we go on to that, I have to. What's that saying? You have to like eat your own words, or I have to eat my own crow, or something. I don't know. I said earlier, you have to take a game and then put it against another really strong game. If I was putting Persona 5 against PUBG, yeah, Persona 5 wins. Okay, so PUBG's gone.
Okay.
I would say, okay, so you were saying Mario.
No, I said Legend of Zelda. I said
Legend of
Nintendo.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So, Legend of Zelda versus Super Mario Odyssey. I don't have a Switch. Do you have a Switch?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
It's gonna be Legend of Zelda.
You have to. Yeah. I was gonna say you have to pick one of those.
Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll even put Legend of Zelda versus
here we go. No. Legend of Zelda versus Horizon.
Legend of Zelda.
Really?
Yeah, not even a question.
Ah, fuck.
Not even a question.
I haven't played it.
I haven't, but yeah.
Guys,
hold on.
It is almost equivalent to like the most anticipated game ever released, equivalent to like Half-Life 3 almost. Almost.
So you said Zelda over Nier?
Oh yeah.
Zelda
Sure.
over Nier? Okay. I agree to that. We're dealing with 3 10s here. Actually, no, Horizon wasn't a 10.
Horizon
Shit.
was not. Horizon was Horizon
worry
was
about
a
that. I mean,
10
okay.
and 9.5s depending on who, but and then with the new DLC definitely put it. But no, take Horizon off.
No.
Take Horizon off.
No, I agree. Okay. Zelda versus Persona 5.
1000% over and over again. Zelda.
And we're both
And
Persona
hey,
5.
here's the best part. Okay, here's your arguments. So both of them are serious. Both of them have improved upon themselves. One of them finally introduced like the most taboo thing that you would ever expect, a huge open world concept that
there's a lot of taboo in Persona 5.
it also included the environment. You can actually get electrocuted if you're carrying metal in a thunderstorm. If it's raining, you slide on mountains because you can't climb up them. Like, they really brought everything into it. They put so many hidden Easter eggs that you have to go all over for.
But you're saying size, though. Size is not always the most important thing. And Chris is saying Zelda is 100% my type of game. No, he's saying your type of game, Josh. I'm saying that reading it is. Okay, and I agree. I think that when I eventually get a Switch, the first game I'm going to buy is Zelda. 100%.
I thought it was going to be Skyrim. That was the whole reason why you're buying the Switch.
No, I said that one more reason, and now that I have it in VR, I don't need a Switch. I'm just saying there was one more reason. That wasn't the defining reason.
Okay.
Anyways, first game I'm buying is Zelda. 100%.
Okay.
This is the first game I'm buying.
I don't understand why you're waiting at this point. It's been out for a year.
But we're talking Game of the Year. We are talking about...
Oh, absolutely. 1000%. I think...
And it should come down to these two. Fuck.
Greatest story. Greatest incorporation of characters.
I think Persona...
Most nostalgic shit ever.
But I mean, Persona 5 is just a perfect game.
Oh, it's a great game. I'm sure.
No, it's not even. It's not even just a great game. It is a perfect game.
Dude, ready for it? The hammer that hit the nail on the head. The new DLC gives you a motorcycle. That's a horse.
Okay.
I mean, that's irrelevant. And
that's not. Yeah. I mean, look at it like this too. Legend of Zelda, when that came out, when that was on Switch, that had issues. They had to patch that shit.
Okay.
So Persona 5, they didn't have to patch it at all.
They didn't have to patch it. They did.
They had to patch it because when you
Persona
were like
5's had several. Persona 5's had several updates.
Really? Mm-hmm. You're confident on that one?
I'm gonna say they had at least 3 updates have come out.
You're probably right. Yeah. But no,
it's PlayStation.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I mean, here's the thing, dude. Is that it was still perfect when it came out, and Legend of Zelda. Did you play it when
it came out? Did you play it when it first came out? So
I played it very soon after. Very soon after. What I'm saying is that Zelda, when that came out, I didn't hear anything about Persona 5 being unplayable in certain parts. Zelda, when you were in the forest or whatever, frame rate drops to 15.
Okay.
15
Didn't
frames
make
per
it
second.
unplayable.
That's pretty bad. That would make it unplayable for me.
You didn't get to experience it. I still wanted to play it. And that was only if you did it on full screen mode, not in
Tristan,
handheld.
how do you feel about this?
I think he's making a pretty solid argument.
God damn
I
it.
mean,
But
you cannot beat Zelda.
Jacob is going to be so pissed at both of you.
I don't think
No, he's
so.
not.
I
Jacob
give
would
it to Zelda.
totally pick Persona 5. Actually, you know what? Oh my god, every other cast member is 100% behind. I picked the worst too! God damn it! I wasted a good episode on you! That was funnier in my head.
Yep.
Shit.
It's not reflective of the cast as a whole.
Can we just have it, like, as a tie?
No. No, I'm pretty sure not.
Okay, so I'm 100%
Hey, wait,
behind.
anybody in the audience? Does
I
anybody
don't
want
think
to
anybody's
chime in?
watching at this point. I say Persona 5 100%, and Brandon says Zelda 100%. I think it's going to go to Tristan.
I was saying Persona, but I think the points that Brandon brought up about how they're both installments in a series and the innovations that it had and the revitalization that it had, I think is going to take it.
Woot.
And there you have it,
Steamrolled.
guys. And there you have it. Now we're going to move on to... this sucks! Damn it! I
wanted it so
to win
bad.
one fucking thing! One fucking thing on our goddamn podcast! It won so many on IGN!
It would've.
That's how we know you guys are wrong!
It would've
It
won
would have if it wasn't
many.
for Divinity 2 and your strong argument for that one.
Best style, I think it would have won. If that
Oh
was
yeah, no, I mean, nobody can...
Yeah.
You could not argue against
And
that.
best
I mean, I
music.
downloaded the theme for my phone for the text messaging. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, let's move on to video game 20 questions. This is where I picked a random video game.
Is it Persona 5?
Before... Should have been. Before
Then you
we
could've
started,
had it.
they're going to
You
have
could've had
20 yes or no questions to try to figure it out. And after 10 questions, I will go to chat. And if there's anybody watching, then I will pull one of the questions from you guys. This is the last video game 20 questions of the year. So, start.
Let's get wild with it.
All right.
Get nasty.
Is it a co-op?
It can be. There is co-op. It's one.
Is it a sports game?
Nope.
Okay.
Fucking Persona 5. God damn it. God damn it. Fucking Persona 5.
Is it an optional platformer?
Do you want me to answer
No.
that? Just I didn't know. Like I didn't know if you were waiting for me or.
I mean, it could have been Soul Calibur 5. It could have been optional. Is it a fighting game?
No.
Okay.
Did it come out before January 1st, 2000?
No.
Can it be co-op?
Is it a shooter?
Yes.
Can be co-op. Okay. Is it science fiction themed?
Yes.
Okay. Can be co-op, science fiction. Figure out a console, or do you play as humans?
Yes.
That was stupid. I should have said you only play as humans, because sci-fi could have been aliens or.
Yeah.
I don't want you to.
Focus on that.
No. I don't want you to feel like you missed out on that. You only play as humans. I'll give you that too.
Okay, cool.
Because I mean, you could almost even like that's how I was answering the question.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I appreciate that.
And with the co-op thing, I mean, I did throw out there. I'm like, oh, you can play
You're right. You're right.
co-op, so I'll give that to you.
Can you drive vehicles in the game?
Yes.
Did it come out for the Xbox?
Like the Xbox.
The original
Mhm.
Xbox?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I was
Guys,
like, Halo.
yep.
Yeah.
We did Halo.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we did.
So,
Pretty sure. Yeah, we did.
Was it this episode that we did Halo?
Yeah, no, we did because in chat you were in chat and you go, is it some? Do you ride something that's like animal?
Oh,
Would
okay.
it be
is it a puma?
Yeah.
Alright. So you can drive vehicles.
What in tarnation's a puma? Optional co-op. So it can also optional be versus. And it is a shooter style. Sci-fi. Is it on the Is it a series?
Yes. And I haven't yet said that, because you know what? Starting with the new year, from our next episode on, I might do a sequel. Because I've been saying for a while that eventually I'll let you guys know that, there's so many games that I haven't done because they're technically a sequel or because the sequel is better known. Like Final Fantasy VII. I've never been able to do Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, you could.
No, because it's the 7th game. I mean, I've been saying it's always going to be the first one in a series, So, and now
or it could just be the series. It didn't have to necessarily be the first one, but I guess that would have made it harder to play video games 20 questions.
Yeah, and you guys have gotten a lot better. So,
is it a licensed game?
No.
Okay.
What is a licensed game?
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
And it'd be when that question is usually referring to before the fact, before the game.
Right.
So it wouldn't be like, oh, Call of Duty is now a licensed game because they're going to make like a movie or something. Yeah.
So we know it's either an exclusive that was PlayStation or PC. Or not necessarily... Well, no. Yeah.
Yeah, because we know it didn't come out for the Xbox. So.
Correct. But then again, it could have come out for the Xbox, 360.
You did ask me to specify.
You did. God, I hate when you trap us like that. So, is it on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, and GameCube, right? That was PlayStation 2, or was that the Wii? I never get those ones mixed up.
It's 360,
2.
PS3.
Oh, PS3. You're right.
Wii. And yes.
Okay.
I wasn't saying Wii for the French.
Wii.
Yes.
Wii. All right, so now we have it narrowed down. It's a series
That's
of
12.
shooting games that you ride around in vehicles and play as humans in the sci-fi world. Borderlands? No. Well, maybe. Borderlands did come out on the PlayStation 3. You do play as humans.
Yeah.
It can be co-op. It can be versus. You do have vehicles in Borderlands 2. Right?
Yeah.
Do you have,
God, this thing won't be quiet.
do you have vehicles in Borderlands 1?
Yes.
Is there a million different weapons?
Yes.
Is it Borderlands? Can I do that? Are you bold with
go
that?
for it.
I just... Here's the thing. I need to break this bad habit right now. I just need to break this bad habit because it's so frustrating. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's so frustrating when you don't ask a question. Because you can't break the record right now. Just ask a question that so makes it painfully obvious that it's Borderlands.
I think having a million weapons.
Yeah.
What, you mean literally a
Yeah.
million? Oh, then no.
Because Borderlands is literally known to have a million
literally a million weapons? No.
Okay, so
The answer's no.
So it's not Borderlands.
Okay. I thought you were being silly.
No,
Like
it
okay.
literally advertised itself as the game to introduce
it does not have literally a million weapons. No,
Okay,
no.
so then it's not
Okay.
Borderlands. Okay.
Okay,
So
sorry.
reversing out.
Yeah. Does not have a. I'm sorry. I thought you were being.
No. I was going quite literal on that.
Okay. It's not often, when somebody uses the word million. It's like, did it cost like $1 million?
True.
It literally
I feel you.
costs
I
$1
feel you.
million. Gotcha. Okay. So that's 13. And nothing in chat yet so far.
Okay.
We have guesses on the games, but nobody's asking any good
So
questions.
the direction that we were going is completely wrong.
Well, we know it's sci-fi.
Okay. We know it has
Can be
vehicles.
cooperative.
Can be co-op. Can be versus.
You didn't ask.
We
that.
didn't.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Do we think that
And
that's
again,
gonna,
I'm
that's
not trying to
that's
say
not going
right
to rule
or wrong,
anything?
but
Well, I mean, if it can be co-op, then the only other option is it can be versus.
so
Or single player.
games where you could only play with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeez.
I'm trying to think if there's any game possible where you can only. Well, never mind. That's
Well,
an irrelevant argument.
Yeah.
So,
You only play as humans.
try to figure out what console it was on then.
no good questions yet. I mean, actually, well, they're good questions if they would lead you in the right direction, but
So nobody's guessed
and
the
good
game.
thoughts. There's some good thoughts out there That hoe over there. That's what thought means. That hoe over there. Some good thoughts out there.
Man,
This one's actually got us pretty.
I did tell him before.
You did say it was going to be hard.
I did tell you too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but there's... I'm going to shut up.
Is there a question that can get us back on the path?
I mean, yeah, I'll ask that at the 19th or the 20th question. But.
Okay.
does it have RPG elements?
That's a good question.
No.
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 Okay.
So you can't level up guns or anything like that?
I would not say that this game... I mean, you could maybe argue that it does, but I wouldn't say that this has RPG elements.
Okay, so
No.
one of the RPG elements would be leveling up a gun or your weapon.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's fixed weapons. Got it.
Did it come out for the PC?
No.
Jeez. Do you fight non-humans?
Yes. It's a good question. It's a very good question.
So it's either you're fighting zombies, and no, I'm not saying Left 4 Dead.
No.
Or you're fighting aliens.
I
Do
think Tristan.
And thank you.
Hold on.
I had to get
let him, because I think he's there.
Do you fight giant bugs?
You sure do.
I know what it is.
Starship.
Wait,
No.
but do you know the exact title?
I know part of the title.
Well, share.
What do you think part of
what's
the
going
title
on
is?
here.
It's Josh's favorite shit. It's Earth Defense Force is what I'm thinking.
I mean, you figured out because you said with
Yeah.
giant bugs, but I'm
Yeah.
curious if you can figure out why this game. I said that this game was like I picked it for a reason.
It's definitely Earth Defense Force is a game I've never played before, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't even
picked
know
it for
the
a
title.
reason. I'm just curious. I mean, I'll give it to you. I'll say that you got it.
Okay.
You know, you got it with 18 questions. But
Yeah.
can you figure out why I picked that game? It's the first one. It's the first one in the series. No,
Is there a remake coming out?
no, because it's called Earth Defense Force 2017.
Oh,
So for the last game of 2017,
2017.
Earth Defense Force 2017.
There we go.
It came out developed in Japan, came out for the 360, was an exclusive, and later on it came to the Vita. It did not come to the PC,
that's weird.
but different.
That's
Defense
so weird
Forces
that it
came
go
to
from the 360 to the Vita.
Yeah, they 2017 never came to the PC, but there was different Earth Defense Forces that came to the PC, and it came out in Japan December 2006. Came out in North America March 20th, my birthday, 2007, and it all took place. So here was the weird one. You know how I was like, I always have like a one. Be careful with that.
Yeah.
Would you say that game takes place in the future? Because when it came out, yes.
Oh, so if we would ask that, yeah.
So yeah, if you say does it take place in the future, I would probably answer technically no. But be careful with that.
Oh, great.
Because
Yeah.
Well,
you're
I'm-
asking now, does it take place in the future? The answer now is no. But at the time, yes, it did take place in the future. Because it was 2017. But
No,
now
they're
it's 2017, and now it's not going to be 2017 anymore.
So now it would take place in the past.
Yeah, and then if I asked that next year, I'd be like, no, actually, it takes place in the past. Although there's only a couple days left in 2017, so chances are it took place
I mean, eventually
in the
I'll
past.
find.
Sorry, what were you trying to say?
It was fitting the 2017. Another exceptional game would probably have been like Die Hard.
Oh, because Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Die Hard 2.
that would have been a hard one. That would have
Yeah.
been hard. Anyways, that does it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We have new episodes every Monday on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and Stitcher. You can subscribe on youtube.com/downrightfiercegaming or facebook.com/downrightfiercegaming, where we have live recordings every Sunday at 8:30 of this fantastic show that we do every week. Well, we don't do it every week because sometimes things happen. Twitter at DRF Podcast, twitch.tv/DRF Podcast, Snapchat at DRF Podcast. Maybe somebody will do some snaps. We haven't been doing too much lately. You can buy t-shirts and posters at teespring.com/downrightfierce. You can become a Patreon subscriber at patreon.com/downrightfierce. That's where you can kick us a couple bucks a month and you'll get all of our exclusive content 1 week early before everybody else. We are going to record. We almost recorded it today, actually, or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Chris and I almost recorded the second one. We have all the jokes ready
All the
for the
jokes-
dad joke.
alright.
We have all the jokes ready. We just got to figure out the time to record. So we'll record that, and then when it's done editing, then Patreon subscribers will have access to that 1 week earlier. And Patreon subscribers also get thanked at the end of the episode. So we want to thank Mark Mayfield. Thank you
Thank you,
very
Mark.
much, Mark Mayfield.
Thank you.
We want to thank Jeff Knight. Gracias, Jeff Knight.
Thank you.
We want to thank Brian Altano, Damon Hatfield, and MC Lars for letting us use their music.
Thanks.
We want to thank
Sick
our
beats,
executive
dude.
producers, our brand new executive producer.
Wait, we got a new one?
We got a new one.
Newbie.
Carolina Jarvis.
Carolina!
She upgraded.
She
is
didn't
an
even watch
executive-
this episode. She was not here live.
You know, it's the
Probably
day
doing something
before
important.
Christmas.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the day before Christmas.
I expect all of you to watch us live every time.
Here's the thing. I was wondering if we were going to have... I thought we were either going to have a whole bunch of viewers or, like, none at all, and it was the other side. I mean, not none at all. We have
Well, we had-
Robert Haynes, Tristan, Brian Kaminsky, they're watching.
We have the most important.
And Mark.
viewers.
That's true. That's true.
All of our
And Mark.
people that
and
watch.
Mark. But yeah, because I thought that, with the whole holidays thing, either people were like, oh, I'm going to get away from my family and watch some stuff, or not. I guess you guys like your families. Losers.
As you go to drive down to them first
Yeah,
thing in the morning.
that's true.
Well, immediately after this.
Immediately after this. So our other executive producers, Brian Kaminsky and Andrew Kirkendall.
Face kicker.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the holiday season where you gotta go outside and, start doing some karate chops on trees, because they ain't Christian like you are.